University of Maryland's, I guess they have podcasts, and your podcast is all about, I guess, the sports teams. So tell me about the podcast, how it came to be, and how you got involved working on it. Like, are you one of the founding fathers of this, or did someone hand you the reins and say, "Here, take my baby and go"?
So my podcast, Collegiate Chaos, as you can see on screen, is a podcast that's sponsored or produced by the radio station, which is called WMUC Sports here at the University of Maryland. So it's completely student-run and operated radio station, like almost all of the publications are. They're really independent from the school and they're student-run, which is a good thing, I think. So it's a student-run radio station, WMUC Sports, and from there, about a year ago, actually, we weren't having sports. There was no like live broadcast because they were all canceled in the Big Ten last fall, except for football picked up in November. Yep. And so we were trying to find, or the head of the station was trying to find ways to do broadcasts without live sporting events. And podcasts has been something they experimented with, but it wasn't really something that they have dived deep into. But they wanted people to get in front of the mic. They wanted to produce content. So they gave everyone the option to create a podcast. And Collegiate Chaos was one that me and I have two co-hosts, two buddies of mine who also are broadcasters, work for the station. And we just were like, all right, we want to have a podcast that talks about college sports, mostly college football and college basketball. And so we decided to make this. We were doing it once a week throughout the college football season, throughout the college basketball season. It was pretty successful. It was actually, I don't know the exact numbers, but it was consistently, out of all the podcasts the station produced, at the 1 or 2 mark in terms of total downloads.
I mean, of course, right? It's sports. Who doesn't love college sports, specifically basketball and football?
Yeah.
Now, I went to school at Hofstra University on Long Island. Fun fact, it's actually, I was told, like, when I was applying, it was the safe school for people who applied to Syracuse. So I always wanted to go to Syracuse, the #1 broadcasting school, whatever, but I couldn't get in. So I went to the safe school and loved my, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But WRHU was there, which was the college radio station, which was humongous. And back, if I was a student now, knowing what I know now, I would be like begging the general manager of that station, like, listen, we have to do podcasting. You have to do it. Like, college radio stations should all have podcasts. So I'm very happy that you guys actually do it. Cover sports.
And it's also just interesting because I know a lot of college radio stations, they have like a radio centric, like it's not just live broadcast. It's like they're actually on the radio live doing shows.
I mean, we did that too, of course. Like, I hosted the screening room every Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Don't ask me how I did it every morning, 10 a.m., but I did. And like the news station, the sports station would do the live broadcasts. But, podcasting is huge. So do you guys, does your network and a radio station only do sports podcasts? Does like a drama club have a podcast? Does like any other extracurriculars come in and do a podcast in the station? Like, how open is it to the rest of the student body?
Oh, man, that's twice I've done that now. Ooh, I kind of starting to feel bad. I don't know. If you want the answer to that question, find the full podcast in the description down below. Sam was a great guest. Shout out to Collegiate Chaos, by the way. And shout out to me, Will Tarish, Keeson Thomas, ARA-SHUK, the founder of Ambiguous Podcast. So if you want to work with us and be a guest on this podcast, reach out to me. You know what by now. Links in the description down below. Or I'll tell you again right now, Will at apspodcast.com. Click another clip. You know you want to. Thank you.